I was before that other one. That's screen.
All right, shalom. GMS Virginia camp back in once again. We got called to do it as prophesied. We got a guest with us from the Columbus camp. Hey, shalom. Brother Raw with us. Before we get started, like always, we give all praise and glory. The bonus our teachers, the other apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful lips. They hope we're almost home. This is another New Year's Eve of destruction. Through the grace and mercy of Yahweh, we've been able to stay in this truth another year, endure another year, fight another year, overcome another year, learn another year, grow another year. We got more brothers with us, and as the time approaches, the time that I'm speaking of is Yahweh's return. As that time approaches, you're going to have more brothers coming in, and brothers are going to get stronger in the spirit. Brothers are going to grow into what the Lord has called them into be. All right, those ancient men from old. All right, that's what rebuilding the tabernacle of David is all about. You tapping into your old self, your ancient self, not your adopted Babylon slave mindset. All right, so
This is First Corinthians chapter 7, verse 29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none.
Yeah, the time is short, and the Lord was saying that. Well, Paul was quoting that, all right, over 1,000 years ago, all right? So how much more now is the time short? You see the prophecies breaking off, jumping off the page like never before. I mean, we've been waiting to see these things happen. But the rumors of wars, they ain't gonna get, it's only gonna get harder. All right, that Middle East is on fire right now, on fire, and it has not cooled down. All right, the Kawagma's already here. They've been had it. All right, the RFID microchip system, the cashless system is already established. It's already here. It's already ready to be implemented. Like we was going into last night at camp, just take one Black Swan event. And this is what we've been longing for. This is what my brother gave many prophets at the time. Yeah. And we've been waiting for this in our past lives. The Lord told his disciples they were going to have to be reincarnated and prophesy to the uttermost parts of the earth. Get that in Acts 2, without at this time restore the kingdom. Go ahead, I got to and go into it.
The book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 7. The book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn unto Yahweh Shai, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh Shai come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Don't wait till the last minute, to get this word, offering unto the prophet of Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? Because without this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you're going to be destroyed. Yahweh Shai being stressed out still wants to do lessons like this, to still be able to warn you before the upcoming calamities, which is going to be worse in 2024. I don't want to lie to God, it's very worse. You know what I'm saying? That we need these things to happen in order for our turn to come. So don't wait until the last minute to get this word and then want to turn around and say, I thought I had time, because the wrath of Yahweh Shai is happening on a day-to-day basis, and it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, that word etymology of security means a state or condition of being safe from danger or harm. And that's what these Babylonians, that's their mindset. Scriptures call America the city of unwalled villages. It's never been touched. That's why it's called the virgin daughter of Babylon. It's never been touched. All right, but it's about to be touched. And you're about to wake up into reality of harsh reality that's far away from comfort, right?
Oh, Carl, yeah, I was about to say, because the scriptures tell you, man, evil and only evil, that's what's coming to this place. People are caught up in their comfort, they're about to watch the ball drop, they're about to try to enjoy themselves and follow, but nobody's happy, but as the brother was saying, the Middle East is crazy hot right now. You got the situation in the Red Sea that's brewing up. You got, that's what affects the trade market heavily, a vast amount of trade goes through that Red Sea. So you got Iran waging war on the U.S. You got Biden. He's telling the troops they prepared to go up against Russia. And you got the general of security of NATO saying the same thing. They be prepared to gear up for war. So that's the times we in. We know ultimately that war is going to lead to Babylon, Great's destruction.
And we understand that a prophecy must and it will be fulfilled. And we watching this prophecy play out right before our eyes, man. And these things were spoke of over 2,000 years ago, which longer than that, because the Father spoke these things in existence. The things that was written before time was written for our learning. Yep. That we, through comfort and patience of the scriptures, might have hope. We seeing these things come to pass, man. Hey, that's why we in here in the spirit right now. We about to enter into 2024, and we seeing the chip, people taking it, business, everything is leading towards it, man. A cashless society. Everything that we know is going up, food, gas.
Inflation hasn't stopped. That shit been up since the beginning of the year.
Right. Your colleagues about to get worse. They got issues on
Yeah, matter of fact, I got the article. This is on the New York Post. So this is valid. It ain't no fucking thing because you got a rumor article.
Fake news.
Yeah, this is the real fucking thing. And it's dated a couple of days ago. The 28th, 2 days ago. It says Iran declares war on U.S. in Red Sea and beyond, and Biden does nothing. It says Iran is warring on the United States in the Red Sea and elsewhere. Will President Biden do anything? And they're going to say no. There's been no open declaration of this war. So basically, they're saying Biden hasn't even spoken of it. So the Lord is moving on the minds of the kings of this earth for His will. Right. Here as we enter into their so-called new year, and what news do we just get? Iran said, look, we ain't backing down. Yeah. We've been preparing our nuclear capabilities in the background. We've been doing deals with Russia in the background. BRICS is on and popping. January, don't forget, Saudi Arabia, it goes live January, they join the BRICS. Right. We've been doing things in the background. And you ain't about to be a big bad bully no more. Right. So as soon as you come to Israel's aid over here, we're gonna tap that ass.
I appreciate it. Real quick, if I may, the thing that you're seeing, it's not gonna be just proxy wars anymore. Where it's just like these people that are fronted, these smaller nations that are fronted by these bigger nations, coming out and fighting. It's gonna be these major nations coming out and fighting. Because we're in the midst of World War III right now, it's going to increase more and more to the point where a prophecy is going to take place. Babylon the Great, is going to receive her judgment. Thermonuclear missiles, it's going to completely annihilate this place.
Yeah, because people think, oh, World War III is going to come. We've been in World War III. Right. When you look at the previous two wars, it always started with different nations, power nations, warring against each other. That's why you have the division between South Korea and North Korea. You have India fighting their nations. You got the Middle East turmoil. All right, you got Russia and America. You got Russia and Ukraine. You got all these little pockets that have been on fire, and the only thing that can come after that is the big melting pot overflowing, the culmination. What we're waiting for. Well, first the Quran will shut off. The war has already been happening. Right. We're not waiting for war to begin. War has already happened. Right. It's about to escalate. If babies get blown up, that's war. That's wartime. It hasn't touched where you at over there in New York City. Right. Over there in Las Vegas. Right. But that don't mean the war didn't start. Right. It's gonna spread like a wildfire. Yeah. like a thief in the night, like the Lord said, hey, as in the days of Noah, they should be eating and drinking.
Right. Trickle effect, right?
Yeah.
Right. Look at World War I, World War II. It started with one nation fighting another nation, then another nation joined, then another nation joined. Next thing you know, it was a full-blown World War. What you think will happen in the last time, in the last day, when the Lord prophesied death and destruction, woe, lamentation?
Yep.
It's gonna be straight chaos and bloodshed.
And the only thing that prevented that from happening was the Lord telling the angels at any time yet. He set them on the four corners of the earth. Blow not on any tree, blow not on the wind, until I have sealed the servants. We had to get this truth. What was them niggas thinking? Y'all ain't about to be the world power. The Israelites still fucking bugged out. Lost. We had to wake up, nigga. Before y'all can kill each other. Now, be the time now where y'all, blow yourselves up.
Everybody in their mama.
If I may add, when you playing chess, the game don't get hot until after you start moving the pawn pieces. You move the pawn pieces first. So like the brothers are going into little small fronts or these other nations fighting, those are the pawns. But once that knight and those queens and those bishops start coming into place, now this a real game now. It's up in the air. So I got a quick precept. This is Joel 3 and verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Right? So those mighty men that's been training, like if you ever see those videos of Russians, Japanese, they going crazy, man. And the training they going because they know war is coming.
Right? You're teaching their kids, man.
Right.
Just a symbol of gun.
And their mindset is always in a state of war can happen at any time. Americans don't think like that. That's why the brother brought up that security scripture. They're in a state of comfort and security. Other nations ain't like that. They don't have time to do it. They're like, man, anytime war puff off some sun, make sure you always circumspect when you walk into school. You want to make sure you know which turns you point. Which corners you turn. You're always in the mindset of being circumspect. And see, the Lord is doing that with us, brothers, with the house of David, with the hopeful letter. He's putting us in that mindset to be on point. Watchmen. That's the job of a watchman. When you don't sit on top of a tower, you're looking ahead. See some of the bushes. Before you know the arrow, start ringing the bell, sound the alarm. They're coming.
Trumpet, man.
But if a nigga sit on his knees and take it, man, I'm tired, man. I'm just taking a break. That nigga take a break. You know what I'm saying? That be the time the kingdom get.
Wake up. Fucking, what was the dude off Baby Boy? Wake up, choking his ass up.
You call back because that's how the Persians and the Medes came in power.
That's it.
When the grandson of Nebuchadnezzar was partying and drinking, talking shit, boasting. He had all his women around. Yeah, I conquered it. Bro, you know what I'm saying? And then that night they were able to come in. Somebody let them through the back door.
And it shows you too, man. When the scriptures talk about the way Babylon's gonna go out, it's not talking about ancient Babylon.
Right.
Ancient Babylon was overthrown strategically, and through a subtleness, The way this place is gonna go out is gonna be a dramatic. That's it. Dramatic fashion,
Nobody's gonna have it.
Right.
I'm gonna finish it out. Isaiah 13.
Yep. And this is in 1 hour.
Yep, 1 hour. Yeah.
This bitch 1 hour. That's all it's gonna
60
take.
minutes.
60 minutes. Hold your loved ones tight.
That's the anger of the Lord.
Yep. You niggas don't even get a date. The Lord said it's done, over with, signed and delivered. And that serves you niggas right. Because y'all wicked and y'all love y'all wicked. Y'all love fulfilling the desires of your flesh. You don't care about the laws and statutes of Yahweh Shem Shai. You don't teach your kids the etiquette and moral ways of Yahweh Shem Shai. You scoff at us on the highways and byways. You look at us in disgust. You talk shit behind your back. That's the Lord you're doing that to. You're not doing that to us. The Lord can drop us like a bad habit at any moment. We're just the mouthpieces. We're vessels being used. If you despise this world, you despise your creator. The creator of the many creatures that inhabit this earth. You're just one of them.
They say that they hated me before they hated you.
Yep. You have no idea what you're doing, man. You're dealing with a power that's he dwells in darkness. He created darkness. He created light.
dark.
He's outside of the boundaries. Your little peanut brain can conceive.
And the Lord said he can raise up stones.
Stones, I was
Prophesy,
thinking that.
bro. If you ain't afraid of power like that, we'd be bugged out if we saw stones preaching, bro.
Yeah.
Right. That'll freak us out.
And that's why it's instrumental that we continue to do this work because this is the only thing that covers us.
Right.
We're sinners. We're fucking sinners. All of us, the scripture say our righteousness that's filthy rags.
Right.
So if you think you get to the kingdom by your works, you have been misled. All right, Galatians, the whole book of Galatians tell you it ain't about works.
Right.
You got works, I show you my faith by my works. You gotta have faith, you gotta believe.
Right.
All right? It's the grace and mercy of the Lord that we in this. And this is the only thing that covers us. This truth. Put up these videos, charity, being around brothers, going to camp, being locked in the spirit. Let the Lord know that you really in this.
Right.
Because of course he sees all of us are Israelites. 2/3, all of us are Israelites, but he sees some children are locked into his spirit, and others are not. Yeah, these niggas over here, the goats, they sinners. Y'all over here, y'all sinners too, but y'all doing what I told y'all. Right. So I'm gonna show y'all.
We ain't dwelling, we ain't living in sin.
Yeah.
You know, we came back and repented and converted. They came back to our power, man.
Yeah.
We ain't just living in sin, like just constantly continuing to do things that we know that ain't right. You know, which we can't keep everything. We in sinful flesh, so we sin. You know, we wear mixed fabrics, and, you know, different things that it's impossible to keep. But we ain't just blatantly eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, committing adultery,
we
worshiping false gods.
We see a woman, and like, damn, she look good. Like, we find out she got a man.
We leave her alone.
Hell
Yeah.
We don't, a nigga in the world like.
I don't care.
Like Joseph, we flee from fornication.
Right.
You know, we don't dwell into it.
Because we know that you can get sucked in if you just dwell into it, or if you just, you know, you can get taken by it if the woman fine. Because men did of old. Like King David, he saw Bathsheba naked, you know, and he couldn't get that out of his head, man. And she belonged to somebody else. So if you do find yourself in a different situation, just get away. That's the best thing to do, especially having this wisdom, man, because we can get sucked into anything. And we subject to anything happening, man. But we got wisdom.
That's why the main basis on this walk is supposed to have is changing ourselves from the fashion of this world.
Right.
You know, the kingdom we got coming is to be a kingdom that deals in righteousness. You know, that's how we supposed to be walking. You know, rehearsing those righteous acts. The Lord's gonna set us up to get. You know, while the rest of these people, man, you know, hey, they gonna have to receive their judgment. You know, and with the scripture says death by penalty.
Right.
You know,
It's really
Kind of spirit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of Jakes don't pick the field. Y'all shot hard. You know what I'm saying? Because they did. They're going to be out there tonight, possibly tonight, doing anything that has to do with Folly Day that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? So that shows us that, or that shows the Lord that, you know, that people have fear of Him on them. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, a lot of people do wicked shit on this day. They're making excuse. I'm gonna turn the league. So let's do everything we want to do tonight. That's right. A lot of these Babylonians do that shit. And that's why the Lord gonna take things out, because you love wickedness. And you have no control over that. You can't decide, oh, I'm gonna do some wickedness tonight, bitch, never do it again. Right. That's not how it works. Right. The Lord can put more demons on you for doing that shit. You're not in control of the spirits.
and it's going all along.
Right.
So how can you understand your own way?
You know, you don't tempt your power like that, man. I'm just doing it again. One last time. Yeah, that'll be the last time you on earth. Yeah.
That's ultimately why the Lord, you know, he stopped dealing with Jake's sacrifices. Right. You know, they were continuing to do stuff like, I'll send up the turd up, you know, I sacrifice the lamb, you know. That's not a contrite spirit the Lord looking for.
That's premeditated sin.
That's
right.
You look at those that call them preachers. Jacob become malicious with what he's doing. You know?
I got a precept, brother.
Yeah, the spirit left Joel, so I was one of the guys.
This is Romans 13 verse 11. It says, "In that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the days
In which the armor of light is this truth.
come."
Let us put on this wisdom, man, and walk circumspectly. Scriptures speak of being wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove, huh? Especially knowing the times that we in. Scriptures say, salvation cometh quickly. You know, well, hey, Lord said He coming as a thief in the night. We seeing what's going on, man. We saw how in 2020, 2019, how you know that situation came about as a thief in the night. Everything changed suddenly.
Yeah, I was watching the game, basketball. NBA season over, nigga. Just shut down. I thought it was it. I got ready to walk on my
Yeah.
I was in the military on my birthday. That's when the pandemic hit. Shit.
But we in the right spirit though.
Yeah.
When things like that happen, we get hyped. Niggas get scared. They're like, what's the season?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Kobe died. Niggas was fucked up.
Yeah.
But we was like, oh, this gotta be it. But see, we know we at that time.
Right.
We know we here now.
We live in a beautiful time.
Beautiful time, brother. Like, you gotta stay locked in. Don't let Satan, because Satan working hard.
Right.
Satan is working. I've been told to a lot of brothers, it seems like y'all listen to the Lord works. I mean, Satan is working. Where's the Lord too? But he sent Satan out here to do his job.
Hey, what the Lord told Peter, Satan desired to sift you as wheat. Hey, we are likened to Peter's, man. And Satan desires to sift us.
You know, he gonna play your thoughts.
Right.
He may have you thinking about a brother a certain way.
Right.
He may have you thinking about yourself a certain way. Satan gonna come with every avenue he can, because that's what he was created to do.
Right.
And he gotta prove you.
Yep.
Because he loves his father.
Right.
That's why he does the will on the left hand side.
That's
To the
right,
best
bro.
So he's like, oh no, you say you gonna serve my father?
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna try. You
Right.
yeah, put these demons on.
I know what I said.
Right.
A lot of people got Satan fucked up. They think Satan is off. Satan is he doing the right thing. He on point. It's you that's failing.
Right.
Yeah.
You wanna say something, bro?
Oh yeah. Peter was the head of the church, so how much more us when we get in trouble? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, so we gotta try that much more harder, right, to keep our crown, man.
We come in the same spirit, man. It's Peter, hey, James, John, the men of old that believed in Yahweh. Hey, and we spiritual Joes, man. Hey, getting that trial, bro. But hey, when the temptation comes, are you gonna apply the scriptures? That's why we go over these breakdowns. That's why we go over these scriptures. That's why we go over the things that was written before time was written for our learning. We go over these things so when we go through the tribulation, we know to hold fast, man. We know how to deal with it. Why? Because the scriptures tell us how to deal with different situations in the men of old that went through the things that we're going through right now. And Yahweh went through the things that we're going through right now in the flesh. Did it perfect.
You know, he was dodging mixed fabrics. He was dodging women on their menstrual cycle.
Right,
man.
And that's amazing, bro.
I was out of this world, man.
That was tough, man.
Yeah, bro.
That was tough, yo.
And like you Christians try to paint him to be some angel majestic being that didn't come in the flesh. No, you take it away from his glory.
Right.
He came in the flesh and endured in flesh.
Right.
That's why he had a moment of fear.
Right.
When it was time for him to drink his cup.
Right.
But don't take away from Yahweh's glory. He, like the brother's going into, he was made like to the scripture saying, it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren.
Right.
He dealt with all the flesh, everything that comes with this flesh.
Right. That's why he can relate to us and go to the Father like, yeah. I pray that you give him more faith. You know, I pray that you get them brothers more. Oh, I pray that you strengthen him in this area because he went through the things that he felt, but we felt it.
I wish I was at the
Right. The brother get in John where it says, I pray not that you take them out of the world. Thank God. Yeah, get that real quick.
I finish this off.
Yeah.
It says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness.
Right, honestly, sincerely in this truth, man. I really believe it. And being about the business of Yahweh. being brotherly towards one another, doing this work, doing what's commanded of us, that Yahweh Shema Shah set before us.
It says, not in strife and envy in verse 14, but put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach.
Right, we ain't no niggas in this truth, not in strife or envying. That's what 2/3 do. That's what we did before we came into this truth, man. Niggas is in the world. No, we in the truth now. Hey, our mind is renewed, man. We get rid of that old man.
That's it. It says, and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof.
Yeah, make no provision, provide no quick access for you to go delve into that. Like if you know, I'm just do a regular example. If you know you have trouble with porn, right? Stay on fucking the Twitter shit, because Twitter is a fucking deadly fucking avenue for porn. Yeah. You can be not even have your mind on that, and then the shit just pop up, and now you're aroused because you're in the flesh, right? And now you want to tame that arousal, right? By the only way you've been brought up to know how. Right? Shit, go watch the porn. Yeah. That's all you didn't know in the world. But the Spirit will teach you about discipline. Let me stay away from that until I learn how to look at that, not be so quick to appease, provision for the flesh. Yeah. Until you're able to conquer that. That's steps you learn. You have to learn how to go without. That's why the Lord deprived us of so many things. Right. He deprived us of a woman. He deprived us of having a lot of money. He deprived us of a lot of things we desire in the flesh so that we can learn to go without, because it makes us stronger in the spirit. Right? When you have quick access to a lot of these things, it destroys your spirit. That's why you see these celebrities destroy themselves. Having a lot of money, all it does is give you quicker access to destroy yourself, because you're able to fulfill all your desires quicker. So when you don't have easy access to it, you gotta now you're able to learn, okay, discipline, right? Self-restraint, like we was talking about in the car, brother. Because Jake ain't got no fucking control. They don't know how to self-abstain themselves from certain things. That's why Jake are gluttons. They overeat. Right? Jake overdrinks. They do a lot of stuff. They over obsessive with things. They don't know moderation. They don't know balance, right? Because they're not learning discipline, right? Now the Lord gave us the tools, right? Now we have to take that and use it, right? And don't be idle with it. We have to really apply, like the brother Abraham was just going into, and discipline ourselves in the spirit. If I know I'm weak in this area, then I need to stay away from things that keep me being weak in that area, right?
But we know we all got a conscience. Jake got a conscience. Jake know when they falling short, or going off, or messing up, or it's up to you to check that. We are our own worst enemy. But the Lord gave us the blueprint, what to do when we go and do those things. Huh? We just gotta follow and believe.
Yeah, kind of thing. He's also giving us a period to do it.
Right.
The grace period. You know what I'm saying? If you're not practicing these skills now, or like if you're not in the spirit to do these things now, when the time of Jacob's trouble happens, you're gonna be asked out, because you're not gonna be able to tame the flesh. You're not gonna be able to, control your spirit. When you see something that really makes you mad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I to be able to fast. Be able to fast when all hell breaks loose. And Esau promoting the MOTB and like, yeah. Come take this. All you can eat buffet over there.
Because you didn't learn restraint.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful point. You didn't learn that during the time when you had mercy. So now when your flesh is being tempted in a very hard manner, you're going to run to appease the flesh. Right. And like the brother's going into, the Lord did provide us a mercy period, because he could have kept us on the plantations, getting whipped right now to the chariots club.
And just like he did with
how much harder would it have been to get the Lord's grace if we get whipped? Right. He had to take us off the plantation for us to get this truth. But Jake used this mercy period to join hands with the devil, sign contracts with Esau. That wasn't what the mercy period was for, nigga. For you to be some star athlete or star rapper. But you receive your consolation. Right. And to all you how much Shudder, he kept us from that. We wanted to be a part of that in the world. We aspired to be in that light. Right. Because we Jake. All of us have talents. All of us picture ourselves getting praised by people winning awards. You daydream about it. You Jake. That's in you. So in the world, it was like, I'm gonna be like that. But the Lord kept us from that, because he knew that this world is ran by who? The adversary. Right. That's why Yahushua was tempted by who? Satan. He said, I can give you all the kingdoms of the world. So who is the world being ran by?
Satan.
If you want millions of dollars, who you better go to? Because this ain't Yahushua's kingdom. Yahushua said, this is my kingdom, my servants is mine. Yahushua ain't come back yet in his glory. So if you want them riches and glory and fame, you got to go to the adversary. That's why the Pharisees and Sadducees had them high positions, because they went to the adversary.
Right. Hey, nothing new under the sun. Look now, T. Jakes, Creflo, still your dollar. They got them higher positions, man. Because they go to who? Esau.
The scripture says it's going to be worse than that. You know what I'm saying? Because there will arise more false prophets.
Right.
You know? Especially during these times, you know? You see it. You got
It's a lot. Now you see them, man. It's a small sanctuary the Lord's dealing with. You know, where you can get access to the truth. You know, it's we set in a broad place to fall. Right? You know, everywhere you turn is lies on top of lies, bullshit on bullshit. You know, and that's the doings of the Lord, because the Lord ain't dealing with everybody. You know, right? You understand? Go ahead, Lord.
This is John chapter 17, verse 15. It says, I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world.
Well, that's too easy. You don't earn anything like that. Get him, Lord. Get him, Paul. He about to fall. Get him, take him back. Bring him back.
Right.
Beam him up like Elijah. That's too easy. I pray not you take them out of the world. They got to learn. They got to be strong. They got to be worthy. Go ahead.
But that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. Continue.
Yeah, continue.
They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Sanctify them through thy truth.
When the Lord woke us up, this world became very abstract and weird. Right? And the longer you in this truth, the more this world seems fucking crazy. Right? And when women act, when men are, you feel like Ezekiel. Lord, what are those? Right? Right. The dry bones in the valley. He said, Lord, what are these? He seen the little Uzi. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Right. Women with pink wigs on, Nicki Minaj, BBLs. He said, Lord, what are those? What the fuck is this shit?
Ain't no way, bro.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. He said, that was cute.
Jerry girl.
Do-rag. You know what I'm saying? He said, Lord, please. You know, but that's the drama.
Transformers.
You see it all.
Goddamn, what's some things that the Florida boys do?
Oh,
my good, that's
Haitian boys.
sick, man.
Kodak Black.
Hey, women getting fake beards.
You see it all. You see it all.
It's bugged out, bro.
No, that's why certain men of the Lord can only receive certain visions, because putting yourself back in that ancient time frame, to see something like that will bug a natural man out. Right. You know, only Ezekiel could receive that at that time. And even he was confused. What am I looking at?
Esdras, they used to get sick, bro. Throw up. Seeing these different visions, man.
That's why
tough.
You be wanting certain things, but you ain't giving to everybody. Certain things you can't handle.
Right.
You shouldn't want certain things, because it'll destroy you.
That's why every brother is different. Hey, you got some brothers with a 30-fold, 60-fold, and 100-fold. And brother, just be thankful for what the Lord gave you, and exercise your talent to the best of your abilities, and go hard with what the Lord gave you, man. Yeah. Everybody ain't the same.
Be grateful he gave you a penny.
Right.
Because a penny means access to salvation. Some brothers don't need spiritual power. Right. They get spiritual power and go do some wicked shit.
Right.
Because they ain't learn restraint.
Or be carnal.
Yeah. The Lord gonna give certain brothers what he wants those brothers to have. The Lord may just give you an angel to guide. Be content with that. Right.
I want to die right now.
That's a nigga for you. The brother in the spiritual power, you give me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a nigga. Yeah. A true brother be like, what you? Right. You know? But a nigga be like,
Man, like,
you know? So the Lord is going to disciple who he gives one or two, but it's all for his glory anyway. But we know he gave us a penny. be grateful for that, because that penny is more than we could ever dream of.
Yeah.
You know, and in the end, in the next life to come, when you put on the new, you gonna get spiritual powers anyway. You get all the women anyway. You can have all the land you desire. The scripture say He gonna give you the desires of your heart.
I have seen where
With pleasure to.
Yeah, He gonna open up His treasure box for you. All right. So don't be so, because that's part of the season of wickedness too, being greedy. Right. Yeah. All right. And coveting something, even before the spiritual power, even now, you may covet a brother's gift. Don't do that, because that's Satan. Satan plants that type of seal.
I want to be like that, bro.
No, be the best you can be, because you're a man of the Lord also. Right. You trying to be another brother, that ain't right. Who gonna fill your spot if you want to be like that, brother? Right. Yeah. The scriptures speak about there's a numerous amount of, certain men are named, but there's a numerous amount of prophets and holy men that are not recorded, that are back during this time. Right. Somebody got to be those men too. Right. Yeah. Don't covet so much of another brother and focus on what the Lord has given you. Be great in what the Lord has given you. You got people waiting for you to come into what you're going to be. We all going to be leaders. We're becoming followers so we can be leaders. You don't know how many people the Lord going to have under you, following you. Right. If you're so busy focusing on another brother, how can you lead those the Lord going to give you?
Right. That's a carnally mindset.
Yeah. That's how you said that, bro. You have bros that covet another brother. They see the good that he's doing, but they don't see the demons that he's fighting behind closed doors, the type of hell that he's catching. You know, how Shai was talking to your son. Are you able to, drink this stuff? Right. You know what I gotta go through to receive this type of glory?
Yeah.
So the people don't take that in consideration.
Yeah, and that comes with learning, because some bros are more boisterous with it. Some bros are more quiet. They're not gonna tell you everything, which is okay. But you, as a learned brother, you have to understand, okay, well, I know we all going through shit, you know? So I'm not gonna look at a brother a certain way. As long as the brother ain't doing nothing wicked, he ain't going off in the dog shit. Don't look at him as a nigga, because we all we got.
Right. That can be a stumbling block to a brother doing that too. Yeah. Most time can be putting it on that brother to do whatever to see how you react to it. Yep. And then the nigga come out of you and he really being sincere.
Yeah, it's like if an over righteous Israelite seeing Noah drunk after the flood, laid out, and seeing his daughters laying to. Noah ain't no man of the Lord. Right. He was pissed drunk and his daughters raped him. Yep. Damn, man of the Lord, look at him. Yep. You ain't worthy of the lace Noah's straps. Right. You ain't getting the charge to build the ark. Right. And help re-multiply the earth.
Hear the screams, hear the type of death, hear the
so you can't judge a man by his shortcomings, man, because we all have shortcomings. And a lot of guys are following these low-level minded men who see shortcomings of men that's over them and think that gives them an excuse to rebel.
But those low-level men going off themselves, probably. Yep. And within themselves and within the doctrine. Huh? Terrible. You even got some of them guys say you don't even gotta worship Yahweh Shai. Yeah. Niggas is off. You got some guys saying that the book of Hebrews it don't mean that. It's valid. Great. Fuck out of here. Yeah. He said he know the niggas is false, man.
Might as well go back to Christianity. Just since you brothers was going into the covetousness and John. Yeah, because after that, you'll go back up and read. I think it's verse 15, because it goes out the Lord and none of it back that the Lord had given.
Go ahead and read
that. John chapter 17, verse 15, it says, I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world.
Right, because we need this learning experience. On top of the fact that we went the hell off, right? You know? On top of I wish I had to learn the balance, you know. We gotta learn the balance of it too, right? You know, we gotta.
But that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. Mm-hmm. They are not in the world, even as I am not of the world. Right. Verse 17 says, sanctify them through thy truth.
Yeah, and every brother is different. Every brother dressed different. Yeah. Every brother has a different type of music. Every brother likes a different type of food. Every brother likes a different type of woman. If we were all the same, we'd be fucking humanoids. Androids. That's what Esau want to make. Yeah. The Lord loves variety. That's why you can look at an innumerable amount of fish in the sea, an innumerable amount of birds in the sky, an innumerable amount of cats. I was looking at the cats the other day, so many different types of cats. Right? Just in the snow environment, there's so many different types of cats.
Yeah. Even the lion is a different type of cat.
Right? The Lord loves a variety. Right. So you look at brothers being different. Duh. Yeah. That's how the Lord wants it. Right. But you don't like the brother because he did it. But I thought we were supposed to deal with each other according to the truth. Right? Don't you? Unity in the truth. Not unity in because your favorite rapper. And sometimes it's better to just be quiet. Scripture say even a fool is accounted wise when he keep his mouth shut. Just because you don't like something a brother might play or do, don't mean you gotta voice it then and there. Right.
Wicked, he listening to that.
Even with the food. Now, of course, it's very wise to get your diet in order. So the scripture say not every brother's on the same level on certain things. Not every brother is enapt to be so over righteous in certain things. So you may think, oh, brother, you eating fucking donuts,
turkey bologna, brother, you turkey bologna.
You always eating this shit.
Sometimes you may have to have patience with that brother, right, and work with him. You know, I mean, you ain't always gotta bring it up.
Which he didn't think that.
And that brother ain't going off.
Yeah.
Say turkey. Yeah. No, it ain't like he eats some pork shit.
You may like I'm gonna use myself as an example. Scripture say take go down your mind. So I use myself as an example. I like organic stuff, right? It may be a brother that ain't too high on organic stuff. I'm not gonna look at it and say, you don't like organic? You going off. Yeah. That's a wicked man.
That's what I was gonna say.
Exactly. That could be one of the reasons.
Everybody got their different life and suffering, whatever the Most High got them suffering.
Exactly. And see, and I'm bringing this up because it be little disputes like this when camps disperse and break up and have fallouts. Don't have proper leadership because the leadership ain't learned. They don't. The scripture say with all that getting, get understanding. Right, bro. You can't lead no camp if you don't have understanding, man. Just because you can regurgitate precepts don't make you a good leader. Right. That just make you a good regurgitator. Right. That don't make you a man of the Lord. This is a walk of life that you have to grow into, become. You said it, a new creature. Right. You have to become this new thing. And every day it's a learning process. Right? You know, like brother said, hey, brother didn't think you'd be ahead of the camp. They'll just talk to you. When that happens, now the Lord is giving you more. You got to level up. It's like in a video game. Next stage, next level. You can't stay with the same attributes because you got more on your plate, and that's what all brothers. Yeah, a brother might have been on the outside listening. Once you come in, now it's level up time. You're on a whole different level. When you've been in 2 months, 3 months, come on. You ain't that guy on the outside no more. You're a prophet now. You know. We don't see y'all brothers as no brothers that's on that. Y'all prophets.
And you gotta change shit that you was doing because if you don't, the Lord will check it, bro. Lord will bring that hell on you. Yeah, you in the camp now. You can't be doing that same wicked shit that you was doing because you know that. No, this is the thing of growth.
Yep. So you gotta have the confidence in your calling too. Right. A lot of new brothers come in and they don't have that confidence. No, have that confidence. You need that confidence because you're gonna be a leader too. Right. Of course, you still stay in your lot, stay in your order, and follow. Right. But you gotta have the confidence in what you've been given. Teach. Right. Teach with confidence. Don't be scared, man. That's Satan. Jeremiah, I say, I don't want to teach. Moses, I got speech. I don't have an eloquent speaker.
You made your mouth. I got John, this is Romans chapter 12, verse 1. It says, I beseech you, brethren. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh Shem Shai, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice. Hey, coming into this truth, like we're going into, man. Hey, changing your ways. Hey, understanding the good from the bad, understanding what's pleasing unto Yahweh Shem Shai, hey, trying to do what's pleasing unto him, man. Because when you do what's pleasing unto the Lord, hey, that brings salvation onto you. if you're part of the elect. But the elect is going to be doing what's pleasing unto the Lord to the best of their ability. And they're going to fight. They're going to fight too. They ain't just going to come in this thing and be a nigga. They're going to fight, bro, until they last breath. Because they understand that this is the truth. The Lord put it on our spirit to know that this is the truth. Man. It says, holy and acceptable unto God, Yahweh Shema Shai, which is your reasonable service, right? Us being the Israelites, man. And it's a beautiful thing that Yahweh Shema Shai allowed us to come back to who we are, which you've been searching our whole life. Hey, dabbling, all these different so-called religions, wanting to be Muslim, wanting to be Jehovah Witness, wanting to be all that under the sun, but who we are. The Most High has revealed it onto us, man. That's all for us to fight. And reveal the true names of the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shema Shai, that we can call on, and the Lord hear everything that we pray to Him, man. And we supposed to be praying for deliverance, man. Hey, mercy, praying for mercy, man, for Yahweh Shema Shai to have mercy on us, man. We enter into some treacherous times, man. 2024 is gonna be terrifying, man.
Yeah, that's not a light thing that the Lord gave us His names back.
Right.
And I remember coming into the truth and seeing the low stone, and I looked at it and I said, "Wow, Native Americans prescribed the commandments on stone, and then you see Yahweh's name on the stone." It's like, here it is. We just Negroes or wherever tribe you from. You came from the world in this truth, and you got that name, and it was on a stone hundreds of years ago by Native Americans. That's to let you know, oh, this is it. Right. This is what they try to keep from us.
Right.
We got the power. And then you start to hear it. Yahweh, Allah, you're like, wait, that sounds like how Jay used to chant. Right. This makes sense. This is what Esau tried to keep from us.
Right.
So Esau, you fucking through. Right. Because we don't woke up.
Right.
37.
And then you can't turn back. You can't press no reset. The Lord didn't give you the spiritual power to build no time machine. You know what I'm saying? You fucked.
That's why He's gonna come down to try and fulfill His enterprise, because He knows that he's over. So He want to try to upset. Yeah, God. That's right. Back in this Romans chapter 12 verse 2, it says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind."
How you do? So like, go ahead.
You got it, bro.
Hey, that's it. How do you do that, man? You get washed by His word, you know. And you take the writings of Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, a word, and you go forward with it. You build yourself in, you know. You desire that sincere milk, you know. And if even like brothers that are even heavy in the break, even you should be, you know, if you're not, you know what I'm saying, continue to work on it, but hey, the sincere milk, the things that brought you into this truth, you know, that taught you were Israelite. But no, because every brother can attest, man, when they heard that Deuteronomy 28, man, it flipped the switch, man. Yeah, because Jacob been in the truth for some years, and they forget the milk is the best part. Right. The milk is the nutrition. Yeah, you learn the deep breakdowns of the mysteries, but the color scriptures and the curses, man, that's the best part.
Hey, the apostles always say the milk can get you salvation. You can't go wrong with it.
When you heard that I should be brought, you should be brought into ships, that did something to your spirit. Right. Everything clicked right then and there. Like, hold the fuck on. The Lord turned your spirit. Why is it saying the Israelites going into slavery with ships? The only people I know went in slavery with ships is my people. Right. No other nation of people went into slavery with ships where it was recorded that it'll be a magnitude thing. Only one nation of people. So you can't get around that. The transatlantic slave trade is the biggest slave trade in the history of planet Earth. It built Europe up to what it was. Great Britain, France, Spain. Out of that spawned the Little Horn, America. It built up the bottomless pit. It made the earth what it is today. The transatlantic slave trade, man. Portugal, Sweden, Denmark, all these European nations where you go and say, oh, they got the cleanest water. They got the greenest pastures in Denmark. How you think they was able to afford all that? Free labor. all those riches that was getting shipped back from the free labor over here in America, the textiles that was getting sent to Africa. Even right now, the French still control a lot of Africa. That's why if you go to Africa, a lot of them speak French.
Yeah, sure.
Jake's blacker than us speak French.
That's why these scriptures, man, it teaches you, man. You go into that secular history, and you can't deny the facts. But you know, and that's how we without a doubt in our minds, we understand it. This is the truth, right? You know, the Lord wrote out the blueprint, and He just put it on our spirit to go do the research. You know, that's why we do a diligent search on this thing. You know, we know it's the truth. Nobody can come up and combat the words of Yahweh Shemi Shah in His mouthpiece. You know. You got it out.
Yeah, we ain't going off of virgin. We actually, we look at the scripture, right? Matching up with secular history, we going into names,
Meaning of words,
articles, things of that nature. But these Christians, when they go off with Pastor Pork Chop,
right?
everything for face value, and they don't have the spirit to actually go deep into the words. They don't understand that this book was translated.
Right.
You know, we wasn't speaking English. We were speaking the Lashawan Kudas. We were speaking Greek as well.
Right.
So you have to go back to those original texts, whatever the case may be, so we can get the full understanding of the scripture. Because today, if you speak in Spanish or if you speak in another language and someone's interpreted, they can wash down what the person is truly saying. And that's ultimately what they did with the scriptures. So now the Lord has set up the prophets on the scene to tell the truth of the matter. And these people hate us for it, man, because we tell them the truth. Right.
Yeah, that's what the etymology is for. That's why the Bible concordance is there in the book. So we can get back to those old languages and see what these words really mean. But a nappy-headed Christian to tell you that, I don't need to look up words. Right. You're a fool.
We ain't speaking that language no more.
That's
That's
what
what
they
they say.
What the scriptures say, fools despise knowledge.
Right.
Yeah. And the Lord put the spirit on our elder apostle Hall to bring out the blue letter.
Right.
That all you camps are using that. That started with elder apostle Hall.
They did marathon classes. They actually went to the library, dug up books, diligent, walking,
Laid that groundwork.
right.
Laid that hard groundwork.
Days, marathon classes.
Laid that ground hard work.
Right.
That's why the scriptures say you have entered into other men's labor.
Right.
So how can you get high mind get against you?
Right.
You didn't lay the groundwork. You entered into their labor.
Right.
Or you seen a shortcoming though, and you think they give you an outlet to be a complete rebellious student. Yeah. Wax on, wax off, nigga. You didn't learn that again. Because you totally have forgotten the basic fundamental scriptures.
Yeah, because we got so much access at the thumb of our They didn't have that. They had to go and travel.
Right.
I remember Apostle Bar, he was going into it. He would leave from, I think it was Brooklyn, just to go to the school. Right. He had to walk blocks.
Right.
Every
hours.
Yeah, and they would be there all day. I remember he was saying that they would literally be out teaching for like 8 hours.
Right.
I was like, wow.
Man, and he said, "Why am I doing? Why we doing it? Yeah. Pastor, man, keep doing it.
See, but back then, you actually had to know it. In other words, computers was expensive back then too. So, you know, it wasn't like you had a laptop in your house, but you actually had to know. You actually had to dig into it. You actually had to understand the scriptures. You know, stuff like that. And when they did the scriptures, I remember back then, you know, print a book or, you know, like a few pages off a book. A lot of libraries won't let you do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, time. So,
what you need this for? Exactly. They see a quote unquote black man reading the scrolls or going into history, and then they start views about how much information that you got. I remember I was in Cleveland, we used to go to like the art museums and kind of look at the Roman art or Syrian art just so we can get a better understanding of Daniel 7. And we would literally just mess with the dude's head and ask him questions on it. And we'd just be cutting his ass up. But then he realized like we were true, so then he would come in with like 3 things to kind of look out for us. Because you see, we were serious about
it. And they made that groundwork, man. And I remember we came in, we used to do 4-hour camp, and that felt like hell. Yeah. We were like, God, and we just being real. We're like, shit, you hold the camera.
I remember I came and it was 3-hour camps.
Yeah. You know, And that's you feel weak, like you know, you ready to go. That's just being real. So then you gotta commend those men. I remember seeing an old video like the Tupac. Yeah. I remember seeing this old video of Tupac, and you can hear him teaching. Times Square. You hear him in the background. Tupac snapping him. He's my tape. Yeah, he ready to turn over the whole fucking music shit. But you can hear the whole, you can hear him preach it, but in the whole background. So fuck these niggas.
I seen that video, but I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, you can hear them on the mic. And this nigga Tupac worried about his fucking tape.
This is back in that Romans chapter 12, verse 2. It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Shema Shah. It says, verse 3, for I say, though the grace given unto me to every man that is amongst you, think not of himself more highly than he ought to think.
High priest, chief. Yeah. I'm chief high priest.
What the fuck? Chief, high priest.
You know how much pride you gotta have to come with that. I'm a high priest. I'm the high.
I was shy. Right.
Bro. Yeah,
we can't save you. We can't save ourselves. We can't save nobody, bro.
Yeah, you still claim the high priest. You know, and you saying there's no need for your house shot sacrifice.
You in the past, you were sitting on the throne.
Yeah,
you sunk in the motherfucking all shit so good.
But that nigga Eddie Long, he got carried. They
carried
that nigga on a chair and shit.
Like you in some and then Nate, he on a horse on a fucking chinchilla. Yeah. Wow. What the hell is wrong with these guys, man?
That's comedy.
Nothing in your mind would tell y'all need to be more humble. This ain't right.
They got a whole reality show. That's one show where they do like little trips and stuff like that.
You galloping in. I would feel wicked as hell, bro. I would feel like a complete demon. But that shows you the spirit ain't good with me. The spirit of humility ain't on them, man. Yeah. That's a spirit of pride. That's a spirit of wanting to be worshipped. Yeah. You know?
Somebody got
We just had a conversation before we started about you would think that you would see that you being used by the Heavenly Father to distract, and pretty much lead you through thirds, but it's not the physical thing that is. It's that, like you said, that power over a person. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the Heavenly Father is put upon you, with the spirit of pride. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Because we all working for the same thing. Why would you want to? And like, why would you want to be over this, like, rule over this brother? You know, because he just coming in, blowing the spirit, trying to get. That's a nigga mentality. That's what they doing these industries, these different industries and shit like that. But Bad Boy and all these different shit.
Go get me some cheesecake.
Yeah, right now, yo. You know, it's crazy shit, man.
You should want to build that brother so he can get to your point, and even if possible, surpass you. Right. In the spirit. That's it.
That's charity.
That's it. You should want to be home. Let me hold back. Let me stack.
That's wicked as hell.
That's a complete fucking demon. Right. You should be a good example for bros to look up to, man.
Fuck. Keep them over there.
Yeah. You know? And you got a lot of guys like that. Right. Yeah. They don't help the young bros that come in. They leave them to themselves, man.
Hold back.
They hide their cameras.
Yeah.
Not even realize that man could be somebody that was leading you.
Yeah, you don't know who you was, and just because you came in a spot this time don't mean you Daniel. Right. You don't know who you was in your past life. The brother coming in could be over you in the eyes of the Lord. You do not know. Right.
or he can be special to the Lord. Lord
Yeah,
did have
just
favorites,
that.
bro.
Yeah.
Lord had
Lord
favorites,
had
bro.
favoritism.
Yeah, that's just real.
He had elect with the elect. He
Right.
see because Yahweh Shah's favorite was who? John.
John,
Most
yeah.
High's favorite was who? Peter.
Right.
That's why Yahweh Shah used to curse out Peter.
Get behind me.
Don't
Say
do the work. Because John was laying on him. John was laying on him.
Yeah.
Chilling with him. He was like, man, what John gonna do? Don't worry about John. What they gotta do what I just told you to do? Peter. Because Peter was the most highest head.
Right.
Peter the head of the church. But if it was up to Yahweh Shah, it would have been John.
Right.
But they were all pillars. He was James and John.
It's all part of the elect.
You know, but they had faith. It's okay to have faith.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And he kept Peter, James, and John around him. Amongst all the rest of the 12.
Even though he wasn't so fond of Peter, he still loved Peter.
Right.
Peter, you gonna deny me.
Right.
You gonna deny me 3 times. No, I ain't Yahweh. I'm telling you, he was. Hey, you gotta really envision that. He was digging into Peter. Yeah, right. You know, like man, what up, man? You talking all this, but you about to deny me, man. I see it.
Crazy.
And that had to hurt Peter, right? When he did it, that's why Peter ran. And the girl said, "You was where y'all shot. I seen y'all in the marketplace."
No, was it?
No, it wasn't. That ain't me.
That pressure.
Peter ran, then it sunk in like, oh, true. And the scripture ain't that hour he moved it either. Because the cop broke.
Crazy shit was when the cock crowed 3 times. The Lord just looked at him. Gave him that look like. Oh,
Right.
yo.
That every time I read
That's scary.
that shit.
You gotta put yourself on Peter's feet, Peter's shoes. That man, that Peter was, you know, he was crying. You know, he was in a state of depression. That's why Peter went so hard in Acts. When you go to Acts, Peter lit it up. Yeah, they whipped me. I whipped. Because they seen Yahweh Shah. They walked with him. They seen the miracles, and he didn't want to do that again. So they fulfilled everything they had to fulfill to the fullest extent of their power.
That's the same spirit we come in. We realize that we let go it down. In our past lives, man. That's the reason why we look at this truth, man. And we to the best of our ability, try to go so hard.
Peter wasn't playing with Ananias,
you know.
Y'all held back.
Right.
You know.
And
what the church?
What the scriptures say, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him.
So when you offend his doctrine, brother, you offend Yahweh Shah. Because we went into last night at camp, where the price he had to pay for his doctrine. Right? When you pollute the doctrine, you changing the doctrine, you abusing the doctrine, you doing that to Yahweh Shah because he is the word.
Right. The brothers gotta really meditate on the beating, the humiliation that our Lord went through so that we can receive this message. Right? Hey, brothers get a chance, go watch that Passion of the Christ, Passion of the Hamashiach, which you know that word Christ means Hamashiach.
That'll bring tears.
It make you cry. It make me cry every time I see it.
You know what really happened.
Right.
What really went on.
And we picturing Yahweh Shah. We ain't looking at it. You know, the Edomite. You know, we picturing Yahweh Shah. Like damn, Yahweh Shah went.
I can't see that movie in a while. I can't. Last time I watched it, I was a wreck. I was a kid. I'm just on the floor like just wreck. You know,
all out.
I want to kill somebody. That's not how I was thinking. I remember I watched it in the world. And it hit me, but it ain't hit me when I came to the truth and I watched it. I was
I couldn't see it.
I was just shook. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah,
I was reading John.
But that's a good inkling that you might have been one of those niggas. The ladies that were there watching in the background, and the elect men that were watching that whole scenario because we couldn't do shit. Right. That was a Roman government. All we could do was sit back, follow him while he was preparing his call. He was looking through the crowd. They throwing shit at him.
He had to follow his lead. He didn't get caught. He had spiritual powers.
You want to fucking imagine you there. You just gotta watch your Lord. You had to do it, right? Because if you intervened, he would have called you Satan, right? You messing with prophecy, so you had to watch the whole thing. Okay, that was immense sorrow that day, man. That's why he's bringing the body back in the church. The scripture says he's gonna bring his body back for us to see.
And that's gonna put us on us.
And that's what's gonna cause us to come down. Lord. Fuck off.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's what y'all really did.
Yep.
And he gonna show what they've been doing to us. Yep. So when the Lord said he gonna put his spirit upon us, oh yeah, he gonna put it upon us.
And that's why, brothers, we gotta arm our minds likewise to suffer. We got suffering coming, huh?
Yeah, because being in this world,
2024.
yeah, being in this world, you sometimes forget how demonic Esau and these nations are, because you work around them, you gotta deal with them, and sometimes you may be like, oh, this one ain't that bad. Nah, fuck that. Yeah, the Lord gonna show you what they've been doing behind closed doors. The Lord knows their thoughts, and it's a reason the book of Obadiah says he's gonna do away with it. You know, don't let your flesh trick you out of what the Spirit already told you. Right. Their ass going into slavery, man.
That's right.
And they worthy of it. Yep.
Because you said that, that be happening to me. I'm like, ain't that bad. I claim it as my slave.
Yeah.
Hey, what the
And then I come back
scriptures?
to my sins. I'm like, no, fuck that.
The scriptures tell us to ask to give us the heathens as slaves. And brothers ought to pray that.
Yeah, without answering. They're gonna be going in the day.
Right.
Yeah, but he might help you. You don't say, oh, that's a good Edomite. You know what the fuck you supposed to do.
Right.
I remember my work truck got stuck in a ditch. Edomite hits his pickup truck and pulled me out. But after he did it, of course, you play Camille. You like chameleon. You like, oh, appreciate that. But after he left, that's right, slave.
Yakwa,
get your fucking truck and pull me out this damn ditch. You did your damn job.
You may not complain about it
either. Yeah. A weak nigga come to camp next week.
Yeah, I don't know, but
they can be saying.
He's so cool as hell.
They started to sound like Lil Wayne.
It's couple good.
I don't know if y'all seen it. Lil Wayne, his house got raided, whatever the case may be, and he said that basically all the Edomite SWAT teams that came in, and he said it was a so-called white man that helped him up when he was over.
Oh yeah.
He said so.
Cool.
I don't got no problem.
That nigga might be an Edomite.
I don't know.
That nigga, he got
that's just the scriptures say they gonna think the police are poor.
Right.
You know, so they ain't doing that as unscriptural. You know, the Lord said they gonna want to please us. You know,
right?
Hey, but that's pretty much just that guilt. So when they do that shit like that, like that tells me 10 times more. And you feeling guilty, man. Like, you know, you don't know me at all. But you going above and beyond to try to make me feel good. You know,
Right,
fuck y'all, man.
You gotta understand. You know what I'm saying? Even the tender wicked, even the tender mercy.
Yeah.
It's wicked.
It's proof.
Yeah.
Because the gift what? The gift will show his heart, which is your mind. That's how Esau operates.
Yep.
When he with the Gad,
you go Gad.
Yeah, that's right.
The seed.
Right. I'm gonna steal your land. Kill you.
So let's say his words are smoother than oil.
Yeah. Sold him in Norfolk. The movie 12 years ago. They gave him a gift. Took him out to eat, treating him. This nigga woke up, changed. The fool. Yeah, you trusted your enemy. Scripture say never trust thy enemy.
Right.
As iron rusts, so is wickedness.
Like the scriptures also say, if he do any good or ability, he declares wicked.
Right. And what the scriptures say, we can make a quick thing straight.
We don't fucking get deceived by this nigga doing things for us.
Right.
You gotta wait. If you do that, you need to repent and ask the Lord to strengthen your mind. And that's a very low state to be in, man.
Especially
Esau is the fucking wicked, man. He been sold his birthright.
And he about to come down, man.
And he murdered Abel as Cain.
I got a quick precept. This is on that John chapter 15, verse 17. It says, "Those things I command you, that you love one another. If the world have hated you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chose you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you." It says, "Remember the words that I have said unto you. The servant is not greater than his Lord."
So you gotta tell these people, if the Lord has chosen some people out of the world, then should we be doing what the world is doing? Should we be putting up Christmas lights? Should we be cheering when the ball drops? Or should we be doing the opposite, focusing on these prophecies, focusing on getting our mind and spirit right?
Right.
And once Jacob's trouble hits, that's it. Game over. Knowledge and wisdom should be the stability of that time. The Lord willing you attain enough of it. Because you might not have access to the scriptures.
Right.
You might just have just what's instilled in your subconscious, man.
That's why I'm pray. Yeah, very. I'll be but I be the spirit. I write like prayers on the English, and then whenever I have some spare time, I write it in English. I try to say it every time, so I can say it like every morning. So that's because you never know. You like you said, you don't know you're gonna have your scroll with you. You may have to leave with nothing. So you gotta have everything that's been instilled in your mind.
Even if you can just say the Lord's Prayer in the last one of the that's power.
Yeah.
But the Lord, what did the Lord tell him on the mount? This is how you should pray.
Right.
He told them the Lord's Prayer. So even if you just say that in the last one with us, that could be your daily prayer throughout Jacob's trouble every day you wake up.
Right. Well, you know, saying the names, huh? That's the most important part of this everything. You said the name of the Lord is a strong tower. And which you saying the names and what? The Lashawan Kodash, the Hebrew, the ancient tongue, our language.
So they're saying that you don't have to use the proper names. So you gonna see how that benefits Jacob's trouble, man. Right, you know?
And even that's not a guarantee having the name, because the Lord said those that say my name in that day, I should say I never knew you. So man, we gotta be working, man. I'm scared to be denied by Yahweh. Because we sacrifice everything. We gave up everything. Right. But you ain't shit. But everything in the flesh. This is what you gave your life into. Right. It's like a nigga going to college to be a doctor or a lawyer. They gotta go to this so many years. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years of fucking schooling. And then he gets out and now he can't get a job in that field. That's what it feels like. You feel crushed. You've been working and toiling for something and you're not able to get it at the end. You don't want to be left out like that. Man. So be sincere in this thing.
I mean, and that's a very good point that you brought out, because we're in the times where everything that you count in spirit, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I was telling your brother earlier today, you know, about my knee. You know, I was like, man, fuck that. I'll show up at camp and I'll bear the fucking pain, you know? Because the Lord sit back and look at me and say, well, hold on, yep. You ain't got, yep. You know what I mean? So it's all about doing work. Right.
Oh, yeah. And like I got earlier, making your body a living sacrifice. We bought with a price. And Yahushua's blood. I'm gonna finish this.
You dealing with it. I mean, it's just infirmity. No, brothers got infirmity. Scriptures tell you, it didn't describe what Paul actually had. But he said his whole ministry, he dealt with a thorn in the flesh. That could have been heart pain. That could have been, it could have been had something really, really heavy. Right. But it said he fainted not. Right. With that thorn in his flesh. You know?
It's that shit. Cerebral palsy. I'd rather deal with this than with the Lord that got coming for 2/3 of the nation.
You got certain brothers with handicaps in this truth.
Yeah.
That's been with me.
DC.
Yeah, that's right.
And still going in. Right. You know, speech impediments. Deaf.
They believe, huh?
Some brothers got leprosy.
Right. Yeah.
That shows no excuse.
That's right.
Show faith, bro. Right. I'm gonna finish this off. You got it up. It says, back in John chapter 15, verse 20, remember the word that I say unto you. And this written in red, so it shall shout. It says, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my sayings, they will keep yours also. We're gonna be persecuted, bro. We about to face some horrific things. Huh? We about to go through that gold being tried in the fire. Some of us about to be casted in concentration camps. Some of us about to be tested. Or the whole world gonna be tested with that MOTB, that chip. You know, being presented. All of us brothers are about to face death. You know, but the scriptures say wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Understanding what death is, understanding that the Lord can deliver us out of death. You know, which death is a peaceful thing.
Yeah, just because you're faced with death don't mean you won't die.
Right.
David wrestled with Head,
And lion.
lion. You know what I'm saying? He was faced with death. He fought Goliath. He was faced with death.
Countless more.
Just because you're put in a situation, you may think, oh, shit. But the Lord, no, man, you fight with the spirit of Yahweh shot to the end. You don't just give up. Esau, you want us, baby. You don't have a fight. We got to fight. You got to catch me. You got to go catch me.
What the scripture say? The old man should be as David.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Kind, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and even for brothers that's up in age, the Lord can give you the energy, the strength to end that day. But look, do not limit Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai.
Box the Lord.
Yeah, bro. Dream. You, bro. So we prayed in the circle. All we said was Yahweh Shemal shot 3 times. And he gave us energy weapons from heaven, and we defeated all type of demons, man, and chased them down, smiling.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's the power of the Lord, right?
but yeah, that's a great. And you said that's a dream, but even that thinking like that, that's a great imagination to have because we can't limit our power.
Right.
He doesn't work in the confines of the things that we know of. We don't even know the extent of all his power. All right.
Can't fathom.
That brings back to my memory the dream that Gideon had, where the loaf of bread went through the tent of the army that he was supposed to war with at that moment, and how he saw the loaf of bread destroying the tent. So that it's no such thing as because you elderly or you too small or whatever the case, the Lord will put his power within you. You know what I'm saying? And he will give you that spiritual power. You will destroy things. The feeble should be as King David. You know what I'm saying?
Even the scripture tells you, Lord, that life can change our statue. So they're not telling what to do for us in any circumstance. During the time of Jacob's trouble, that's when a lot of people, you're gonna have a lot of people waking up just off the miracles that's gonna be performed.
Yeah, bro. We entering into a time of miracle.
Yeah,
We entering into a time where when you read the scriptures, where like men who weren't able to walk can jump up and walk.
Yeah, bro.
People who can't see can now see. Ailments being cured just by walking in your shadow. I mean, we're entering into that time, bro. Now is the time to think.
And then come back.
I don't think
Oh shit. Hold on, we get this because Elisha, this is gonna go into Elisha and the king of Assyria came to try Elisha. Go ahead.
There's a 2 Kings chapter 6 and 1 that says, and the sons of the prophets said unto Elisha, behold, now the place where we dwell with thee is too straight for us. Verse 2, let us go, we pray thee, unto Jordan, and take thence every man a beam, and let us make us a place there where we may dwell. And he answered, go ye. Verse 3, it says, and one said, be content, I pray thee, and go with thy servants. And he answered, I will go. Verse 4, he said, so he went with him, and when they came to Jordan, they cut down wood, but as one was feeling a beam, the axe and fell into the water, and he cried and said, alas, master, for it was borrowed. Right? It says, the man of Yahweh Shemal Shah said, where it fell, and he shewed them the place, and cut down a stick, and cast it thither, and iron did swim. Therefore said he, take it up to thee, and put out his hand and took it. Right? Verse 8 says, then the king of Syria went against Israel, took counsel with his servants, saying, in such and such a place shall be my camp. And men of Yahweh Shemal Shah sent unto the king of Israel, saying, beware that thou hast passed not such as place
So he wanted his camp to be near the Jordan, which is where everybody wants to dwell in our land, right in our area. Nothing new under the sun. They always wanted what was ours. Go ahead.
It says, for thither the Syrians are come down, and the king of Israel sent to the place which the man of Yahweh Shah told him and warned him of, and saved himself there not once nor twice. Therefore, the heart of the king of Syria was sore troubled for this thing, and he called his servants and said unto them, will you not shew me which of us is for the king of Israel? It says, verse 12, and one of his servants said, none my lord, O king, but Elisha, the prophet that is in Yasharallah, telleth the king of Israel the words that thou speakest in my bedchamber. It says, and he said, go and spy where he is, and that I may send and fetch him.
And that's what Esau is doing right now. Esau spied on us, watching our video, doing weird shit on our channel. But it's going to come a time when he's going to try to fetch us. Go ahead.
It says, and it was told him, saying, behold, he is Dothan.
He is in Dothan.
Right? Verse 14, therefore sent he thither horses and chariots, a great host, which is an army. It says, and they came by at night and compassed the city about.
And that's how the enemy always like to move you at night.
Right.
Like to catch you off guard. You know, you might be sleeping. You go up. Right, exactly. And King, you got your house shower with night. The disciples were what? Sleeping. He said, could you not stay up with me this short period of time? That's how the enemy always moves, brothers. If you one of those men, they got to get took to a female camp or wherever he saw play. He probably gonna come at night. That's how he moves.
That's how they always get like that pastor like they ready to work at like 5:30. Boy, come to 8 up on 16 hours ready to kill whatever.
Verse 15 it says, and when the servant
They put a bag over your head. Yeah, put you in the back of a bag.
beat you up,
You may be in there with other people. You don't fear. Ain't nothing to be feared of.
And they did that with Ice. Yeah, they was rolling on Instacart, man. And throwing them in the van, hopping out the woodwork, hopping out the bushes on Instacart, man. Ice. And they was putting them in camps, these different shut down Home Depots with barbed wire around it. And that shit was real. That shit just happened a couple of years ago.
think about it, when JT hit, that's gonna be 10 times what,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be 2/3 of the quick death. You know what I'm saying? So you can see Jake getting put to death left and right. But the service of the Lord, what did Isaiah 65 say? That service shall eat. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 15 of 2 Kings chapter 6, it says, and when the service of the men of Yahweh Shem Shai was risen early and gone forth, behold, and hosts compassed the city both with horses and chariots. It said, then the servant said unto him, alas, my master, how shall we do?
This is they were compassed by the army. Go ahead.
Verse 16, and he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them.
Now they couldn't see them with the naked eye. But Elisha being a leader, that's what a servant asked for the Lord, what we're gonna do. That's why you gotta be confident and have faith, because you may have people under you looking for direction. You may not be with others. The Lord may have brought you to the other people you may need to be. That's part of being elect. You don't know what your story is. You gotta build yourself up. Go ahead.
Verse 17, it says, and Elisha prayed, said, O Yahweh, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And Yahweh opened his eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha.
We know what those chariots of fire though. You saw the chariots and the sky was cold. Fuck them up. Right.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
And just like off what's that Predator,
Yeah.
Alien versus Predator, when the chariots, the hell of them around there, and at the end when the Predator kill the alien, or the Predator die, they all just come out of nowhere,
Oh, yeah.
disappear. Damn, this is all there the whole time.
All over the place, watching.
Yeah.
I did a video on the Predator. I put it in the chat. Right, I looked on the cranium of the Predator. And they had Hebrew characters all around about. It's talking about the angels. It's talking about us.
He saw the devil,
You know what I mean?
put some shit like that.
Ooh.
Try, fucking devil, man.
But like you
know.
said, there's many more of them than it is with them. You know, even though they brought an army, they was like, man, that shit pales in comparison, man. I'm not fretting y'all. Even if y'all do get me, I'm still not fretting y'all. Right. The Lord can break open the jail cell, like he did for, what was it? Was it Paul?
Yeah, it's Paul.
You know, the angels came and you know, you ain't done yet. The word earthquake.
Quick one if I may.
Hey, I thought I was finished.
Yeah. It's Psalms 34:7. It says the angel of Yahweh by Shemi Shah, the camp of about around them that fear him and
We're
deliver
gonna
them.
finish it up with the ball.
So that's where our faith lies, man. If people can't fathom the faith that we have, you know, they think this foolishness preaching that we enter, you know, they can't fathom it. But the Lord gave us that eyesight, man. He said, "Blessed are your eyes, for they see." You know, these people can't understand it. You know, we understand that the angels of the Lord. You know, even Yahweh is here in the midst with us right now.
Right.
You know, and people can't fathom that. You know, you got.
And the scriptures say, the wisdom of this world is foolish
Yep.
to the Most High, man.
Yep.
Going to pretty much that new creature. It's in 2 Corinthians 5, verse 17. It says, therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. You know, born if we was in the mindset of 2/3 today as men as we sit here right now, it's no way possible that we'll be prepared or even attempting to prepare ourselves for the time to come. But then the Lord has brought us back to that, you know, to the truth. We begin to learn who we are, and we put on that position as ambassadors for Yahweh Shah. We begin to learn how to fall in that into our respective lot. And you know, like the brothers was bringing out, each man has a certain portion of the spirit that he's given. So with that spirit, we're supposed to max out to do the best that we can to please Yahweh Shah. And it was a spirit that you had mentioned about you write your prayers down, what you what you want to say, and you do it in Hebrew. Just a few days ago, I'm just praying and what can I do more to, prove to the Father I'm serious, and the Spirit came upon me to do the same thing. So to go along with what you were saying in the beginning, Ecclesiasticus, midway in the chapter, midway in the first, what is it, the prelude to the chapter, it says, for the same things other than Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them. And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference when they are spoken in their own language. So coming back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, as you just brought out, we begin to learn the Lashawan Kudash, and we begin to pray this place down. Continue, do the like you said, put our prayers down that we want to say and actually go and put in the due diligence and put it, be disciplined and learning the Lashawan Kudash so that we can speak to the Heavenly Father and get us out of this place even quicker.
Yeah, you have to be in order, you have to strategize and have a plan. So Satan likes to keep you always busy doing other shit instead of focusing on the Lord. So the thing brothers can do is, even if it's just 30 minutes, 40 minutes, write a prayer down, just recite it, and do that daily. And as you're doing that, the brain is a beautiful, beautiful thing to work with. It's the best. Esau tried to mimic it with a computer. Yeah. Fails in comparison. The brain remembers every single thing. Your subconscious holds memories from when you was literally a newborn baby that just come up, out of the blue. That's why he wanted to decalcify parts of your brain and keep it cloudy. But if you just even 30 minutes a day, right? A prayer, say a prayer. The more you do it, the more often you do it, the more. Right? You don't have to have 2 hours drawn out. You don't have to overkill yourself. Just take a time out each and every day to do it. And the Lord will sup with you. That's what you say. All you do is open the door.
If I may, composition of that, of the farm, right? Well, you can simply remember, right? You make your prayer on that. You know, so that what you need and you can't have restrict. That's what
Fire, man.
This Zephaniah.
That's how I like it though. Let them go and keep it. We're in
This is Zephaniah 3:8. Points at 9. It says, "Therefore wait upon me, saith the Lord, until the day I rise up to the fray. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms and pour out my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of his jealousy."
That indignation is righteous anger.
Yep. It says, "For then will I turn to the
people."
people."
We have the right to be angry. Because we still just power. So you gotta ask him, do we have the right to be angry? No. Of course.
Yes, sir.
Look what his own creation is doing. So he has the right. He told you what would happen if you do the opposite.
I think in the same time it says he's just and he knows iniquity.
Yeah, because it's righteous indignation. Yeah. You can have wicked indignation. Yeah. You just mad for no goddamn reason. The Lord is just in what he's doing. Don't ever forget that. He's just in everything that he does.
Just that ain't fair. That ain't right.
Yeah, renews the ways and his ways. But this is the point, just going into Lashawan Kadash, but it says, "For then will I turn to the people with pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua." So, hey, what's that pure language? IUIC?
It ain't John.
You know.
It ain't Paul.
Right.
They got Hebrew names.
Right.
Right. It ain't Billy.
Right.
These English bullshit that been put on us that Jake don't want to let go.
Right.
That's why, a guy like Muhammad Ali, of course, he was in the wrong philosophy. He understood. I got this name on me. This is a slave man. My name Muhammad Ali. Anything but this English shit.
Yeah, you gotta change. You want to change his name now because you want to go money.
Yeah. Which a guy like that has no fucking excuse. The Hebrew Israelites or at its prime, it's at its peak now.
This doctrine is covers the whole earth, man.
Yeah.
Ain't no more excuse.
You got celebrity camps.
Yep.
You got all the camps. Even if you don't see the lowly GMS guys, what is celebrity camp?
Yep.
They're taking pictures with Kendrick Lamar, taking pictures with this star and that star. Yep. Prophesying outside of the BET Awards. Yeah. Everybody, these niggas outside of the BET Awards with the niggas walking on the red carpet. So everybody done seen it. When Kyrie was doing his little thing, they went to the next game. Prophesying. So everybody know the truth.
Yep. Kanye talking about
it. Kanye, 12 tribes of Judah. So it is out there, man. Nobody has an excuse. So if you change your name to Muslim shit, nigga, this is the wrong time to be doing it. Because you ain't got no excuse.
Yeah, you can hang it up, man.
I could kind of understand it in Muhammad Ali's times. Even Malcolm X was starting to learn the truth. The truth. Yeah. But now, nigga, come on, man.
Yep. Let me finish this out. It says to serve him with one consent, and what's that with? Knowing the true names, through the Lashawan Kodash, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. That's the vibration that's gonna stick for eternity from here on out, man. It
And
ain't.
your names have meaning. What's your name mean, brother?
Yep. Hey, quiet fire.
What's your name mean, brother? What's your name mean, brother? What's your name mean? What's your name mean? What's your name mean?
Faith, he is protected.
Come on. So, names have meanings.
Right.
Our English name don't mean shit.
Right. That's you.
This is Second Ezra chapter 7 and verse 57. It says, "Then answered he me and said, This is the condition of battle which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. That if he be overcome, he shall suffer, as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I said." Once we get made, we have to fight to overcome. But we understand what we want out of this. We want salvation, like we want to be with our power. Right? We want to get the hell out of this wicked ass kingdom and rule with that righteousness.
I got this up for you. I know about this out.
Yeah, man, but look, man, look. We enter into a so-called New Year, right? We're gonna stay tuned in, see what our elder posts coins this year coming up.
He just seen the video drop, so maybe he
Yeah.
gonna
We gotta wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Better stay locked in, better stay tuned in. We want to give all praise and glory to you. The one of our teachers that was posted a great millstone. Shalom to the whole elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Kwame Yashrala.
Let's put it in the tribe.